In an age of unprecedented connectivity, we are experiencing a massive crisis of isolation. Ancient religious institutions are currently losing the battle for human attention, unable to compete with the infinite pull of digital distraction. Silicon Valley recognized this spiritual void as a massive, untapped market. They saw thousands of years of tradition as a legacy industry ripe for a high-growth pivot. The capital flow into this sector is immense. This chart tracks the surge of venture funding into faith tech startups, which reached a peak of $1.5 billion in 2023 alone. Modern venture capital is now aggressively acquiring, re-engineering, and repackaging these ancient rituals into a highly scalable tech product. Muslim Pro emerged as the first major titan of the space. By digitizing prayer times and mapping the Qibla, this single startup standardized the daily rituals of over 150 million global users. Hallow followed as the dominant Catholic platform. They built a comprehensive meditation ecosystem, securing over $100 million to scale their reach across the church. These apps drive adoption by integrating A-list Hollywood actors to narrate scripture, deliberately blending daily devotion with high-end entertainment production. This creates a persistent tension for the founders. They must deliver a genuine divine connection to their users while simultaneously providing a competitive return on investment to their board members. The primary barrier to traditional prayer is consistency. Maintaining a daily habit is difficult, which is exactly the kind of friction modern software design is built to eliminate. Startups solve for this using gamification. By employing holy streaks and algorithmic push notifications, they apply the same addictive mechanics found in modern social media to the act of prayer. We are seeing the Netflixification of faith media. Startups now bypass traditional gatekeepers to crowdfund and produce high-budget cinematic versions of religious texts. Accessing these platforms often feels like entering a premium streaming service, where legendary voices narrate the gospel, a tactic engineered specifically to maximize user retention metrics. This creates a psychological shift. Users are being trained to seek the algorithmic dopamine hit of a completed task, rather than the quiet, unrecorded depth of spiritual reflection. The industry is expanding beyond software into a total lifestyle ecosystem. Sharia-compliant fintech apps now automatically filter out unethical stocks from investment portfolios based on religious law. In the kosher market, smart home tech is engineering appliances that automatically adjust their own functions to comply with strict Sabbath restrictions. Technology is also removing the barrier of physical geography. For those who cannot afford to travel, startups are offering virtual reality pilgrimages to the world's most sacred sites. This digital access is highly immersive, yet it stands in stark contrast to the immense scale and communal density of the actual physical event. By stripping religion of its geographic limitations, these companies have effectively created the first truly borderless, on-demand congregations. There is a final bottleneck to scaling any religion: the human element. Religious scholars and pastors cannot be available to serve millions of people individually at the same time. Developers are solving this with AI clergy, chatbots designed to issue theological guidance or instant fatwas in a matter of seconds. Data shows that many users are actually more honest when confessing their sins to a machine. They feel a level of safety because a computer has no capacity for human judgment. Removing the human counselor allows religious instruction to scale infinitely, but it replaces a person who understands your suffering with a processor that merely analyzes your text. We have optimized the delivery of the message while losing the empathy of the messenger. Maintaining these platforms is expensive, and when the tools are free, they require a hidden currency. That currency is user data. This creates a unique privacy crisis. Intimate information, like who they are praying for and their deepest anxieties, is collected and stored on corporate servers. Once stored, this spiritual data is brokered and auctioned off to third-party advertisers. Users can escape these ads, but it often requires a monthly subscription. This effectively places spiritual peace behind a paywall. This level of commodification transforms the spiritual life into a series of highly lucrative, monetizable data points. The AI models power these apps are prone to hallucinations,
where they confidently quote fabricated scriptures or give dangerous theological advice. Despite these risks, the center of gravity is shifting. The most rapid growth in faith check is happening in the global south, with hubs like Jakarta emerging as the new epicenters for digital religious life. We are witnessing a strange paradox. The same technology that caused our modern distraction and isolation is now attempting to sell us the cure. Ultimately, pixels are temporary. No amount of digital optimization can replace the physical, communal reality that has sustained these faiths for millennia. The ultimate test of a faith tech app isn't how long it keeps you scrolling. It is whether it gives you the strength to put the phone down, log off, and re-engage with the real world.